Okay, so we have 2 days that we're looking for. First day is going to be based on upper body power, upper body strength, and agility, and the second day we'll focus on lower body power. That doesn't mean we won't have a little bit of both in either day. It just means that our focus is mainly on upper or lower for either of those days to let your other muscles recover in between. So what I want to start off with here is going to be an abdominal exercise, and this is day 1. First day is power only. So without further ado, I want you to do what's called an X-ab touch. An X-ab touch is great for the core. We're going to lie right down on our back, limbs extended out front, and then we're just going to bring opposites into touch. So right arm, left leg, come up in powerful motion. We're just going to bring them up for left touch, 1, and then go with the other 2, left and right. So you want to have maximal force each time. Exhaling, strawing to get the most amount of core strength. Moving on. We're going to go with the 3-cone high knee agility drill. So with the 3-cone, we take these 3 right here, set them up roughly 1 foot apart. And then while we keep our head up, we're going to work on high knees. So we're going to come right here. We want to go up over top and then off this side right here. So right now I'm about half speed. What I want to focus on is faster. Give a big push off on the outside of that foot. So what we want to do is we want to minimize the amount of time we're spending on the ground and maximize the strength of the push off from this side and the other side. Alright, moving on. Ladder to drill, agility drill. Now, if you don't have a ladder, you can easily draw one on the ground with chalk or with a pen, paint, whatever you have, but this is an absolutely key piece of equipment in any athlete's equipment bag. So, we work on footwork, we work on agility, and it helps to build stamina while keeping ourselves powerful. First step is basic, just going for the foot speed. It's 2-step. We're just going to go start with our right foot leading, and it's just 2 times each square. So as fast as we can, we're going to come forward using the arms to pump. 1, 2, 1, 2. All the way through, and then easy back pedal back. We'll lead with our left, same thing. And back pedal back. The next one is an in, out, out step. So with this step, we start in, out, out, advance. We're going to go as fast as we can. Then we're going to do the same thing backwards. So looking down, back. That's it right there. Third step. Third step is our shuffle step. This is critical to changing directions. In this step, we shift across, then we step forward with the inside foot, and the other way. And again, our focus is pushing off on that outside foot. We'll do the same thing backwards. Drop step, push, 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 push. Okay? Fourth step is just our crossover. And again, this is critical for all speed and agility sports. We want to push off from our outside foot. So we go in with 1, out, out, in, out, out. Same thing backwards, in, out, out. Twisting those hips, but keeping your shoulders square downfield or to the net. Fifth and final step is 100% for speed. This is we want to situate ourselves on one side of the ladder, stepping in and out with 1 foot only. Want to spin around, left foot on the way back, that's in and out. Now, a ladder is great for warm-up. It's also a critical piece of equipment for all other agility. And you want to do a few sets of each, and it'll take a while to perfect the footwork. All right, next, next is building power. Now, this isn't sport specific so much as agility sport specific. So you're going to find football players, basketball, anybody who really needs to recruit those muscles quickly and explosively. It's a pretty uniform drill that covers all those powerful sports. So what you're going to do is get down to regular squat form, holding the dumbbell with one hand, or kettlebell, or whatever you can use as a weight. So we're going to start right on the ground, all the weight out of our hands. So I'm going to hold on to the dumbbell, but there's no weight. I'm not just dragging the dumbbell down through the air. We're going to go from here, head up, butt down, and just all the way up. Lower it back down, right to the floor, and up. So you notice I'm getting a little jump as I drive my hips forward, and a stomp. And that stomp is that extra push through the floor that I need to create that instantaneous power. So your focus here is not through the shoulders, through the arms. Your focus is through the glutes and through the quads. Here and all the way up. Show you from the sides to show you that I'm not bringing the dumbbell out away from my body. I'm dragging it up along my body and finishing with a hip drive forward. So we're here, up, here, up, and one more. Okay? That's called a dumbbell snatch. Now, if you have access to a gym with barbells, this is a similar exercise. It's called a barbell clean. This is called an Olympic lift. Now, Olympic lifts are incredible for creating power through the body, but they take a lifetime to master. So, start off with lighter weight, and then when you get the hang of the form, then you can start adding on the weight. But sure, first it's going to feel really unnatural, it's going to feel difficult, and it's going to feel like you don't know what you're doing. So take some time to practice, and eventually it'll come together. So what I want you to start off with to get the feel for this, two things. First thing, we're just going to hold the bar in our hands, shoulder width apart, feet are hip width. And the very first motion here is just doing calf raise and a shrug at the same time. So we're just going to go up. So feel those heels lift off the ground. And feel a nice shrug, good powerful lift. Now, what we started here, we started upward momentum. From here, we're going to bring it all the way down to the squat. Again, we're starting with no weight in our hands. We're going to float up and flip the elbows underneath, just like so. So again, down to that perfect squat, chest up, butt down. Drive the hips forward and flip it up. Now basically what I'm doing here is I'm using my leg power and hips to drive the barbell up here, at which point I'm just snapping my elbows underneath and allowing my wrists to relax. I'll do 2 more at the front side and then 3 from the side. So we're here, heads up, butts down, snap, and pop. And we'll do 1 more here. Head up, pop. So nice quick elbows, nice relaxed wrists. You can let them bend all the way back. I'll do 3 from the side just so you can see the same form. Here we are. And from here, butt down, head up. Drag it on the body and snap it underneath. Here, drag, snap, get those elbows out. So 1 more time. Driving with the hips, through the heels, elbows out. Okay? Now like I say, it looks like a simple maneuver, but the tendency for people in this is to drag it up with the shoulders, when in fact what they want to do is focus on driving through the hips and through the heels. That creates power, that creates strength. Moving right along, I would like to get into cable side twist. So, it's called a compartment cable side twist. And this is critical to build those powerful muscles through our core, called our oblique muscles. They frame the abs and they create all the power for athletes who need to go through twisting. So tennis, baseball, all those. Frisbee golf, if you want. Anything we need to twist with immediate muscle recruitment, this is going to help with. So, find a secure object to fasten this to, roughly between chest and shoulder height. So we're right on here. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold this, 1 hand on the strap, 1 hand grabbing the resistance band like so. And all we're going to do is we're going to twist as a unit with our upper body. So hips go first, then shoulders come through, return. Hips and shoulders. So I'm retracting at about 3 seconds, whereas my action rate is roughly half a second. So watch closely that my hips start first and that my shoulders follow afterwards. Very, very slight bend in the elbows and just drive through each time. You want to do each side. Same thing, that's going to create that strength and that power right through that midsection, activating your TVA as well as those killer oblique muscles. Okay. Reverse wood chopper. So, again, we're going to take our resistance band, we're going to fasten it to something that isn't going to move on us. So, I'm just going to fasten it down here. And what we want to do is get into a squat position. So a good wide stance, feet outside, shoulder width apart, hands together. We're going to squat down, with our head up, butt down, chest out, all the way to the floor, and then we're going to come up and twist. And slow on the way down. Slow on the way down. Now you notice I'm exhaling audibly every time I do this. That's to brace my core. The old school way of thought is to squeeze that core and hold your breath. If we hold our breath, it creates way too much internal pressure and puts us at risk for aneurysm, for increased blood pressure to a dangerous level. So, we'll inhale and up to the top. If you find this too easy, simply move further away from the object where it's fastened. It'll create a little more resistance. So, moving along again. Alright, this one's called a cable row and throw. So the cable row and throw, again we're going to use our resistance band fastened to an object roughly belly button height. I want you to hold on to the resistance band just like so. We're going to do two things. We're going to brace ourselves here, we're going to pull it quick all the way to our belly button back out, at which point we're going to drop, step, and fire through. Same thing, other side. Fire through. Belly button out, drop and twist, fire through. Belly button out, drop and fire. Belly button, drop and fire. Belly button, drop and fire. Okay? Again, choose an appropriate resistance that challenges you. You should feel the activation through your core, through your arms, but make sure that it's not so much that you feel like you put yourself at risk. Okay, last thing I want to do is fastening the resistance band at a low level once again. What we're going to do is call it a tripod plank position, and we're just going to make it a tricep extension with power and speed, so we're activating our core. So, grab on here, again, thumb out position, get down to the ground, tripod, boom, there it is, 3 limbs touching the ground, hips stay down toward the ground, elbow stays at your side, and all we're going to do from here is pop. 1, 2, so again, slow back, 3, 4, fire up, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, this is critical exercise for all those athletes who are doing a throwing, swinging, or hitting motion with their hands. Volleyball players coming over top, tennis players with their serve, baseball players with their throw. This one's a very, very good exercise. Activates those core muscles, getting used to while we use our periphery muscles like our triceps and biceps. So, that is day 1. And I will be sure to get into the lower half next. All right.